What's going on, YouTube Nation? This is GB Merce. Some of you guys are very new to my channel, so make sure you subscribe, like, and comment. Make sure you hit the bell button. This is about dividends and investing, as well as myself giving you advice for the millennial generation. And if you are a millennial, this is something that you can use for passive income in the long run. You can treat dividend stocks as a retirement pension. So a lot of people don't take advantage of that. Many of you guys were not taught that. So that's why I have this channel. This is for you guys. This is to make you guys financially free. I would love to see people, honestly, I love to see people do well in their lives. And this is why I'm spreading my message to you guys on here. So this is a real estate investment trust that many of you guys have never seen before or never even heard before. I'm going to be honest with you, I never even heard of this REIT until it was from an Uber driver who was a professor from Clemson. He's my Uber driver to downtown Cleveland, and he introduced me to this REIT, and this REIT is unbelievable. This is a cannabis REIT. Some people like those sin stocks. I was sold on it. I am a registered nurse, and there is a rise in medical marijuana instead of the narcotics. In fact, I've seen the rise and fall of many individuals in my life that are friends, or not really family members, but friends who have gone down a dark path from heroin or drugs, and had they have maybe had marijuana as a alternative for pain, who knows? But I can't make guarantees, but they're making a new move on marijuana, and I really would like to talk to you guys and discuss why this is a very good dividend stock that you should have in your portfolio. So, Innovative Industrial Properties, this is a cannabis REIT. Why should you have a cannabis stock or REIT in your dividend portfolio? Well, one, it's risky right now. It's $70, right around $70-some a share. It was about $100, and this is the time to probably put some money in it. Again, I'm not a financial advisor or a licensed professional, but looking at this stock, everybody's freaking out about vaping and what's going on with vaping. So this stock is down right now, and this is something that you might want to take advantage of, because this is where marijuana is grown, and this is a real estate investment trust. This is real estate with marijuana. Now you're not you're not promoting or selling marijuana. This is the real estate where they own the property and people are paying them rent. So it's a risky stock, but there's a lot of growth potential in it just because it's a marijuana stock. It has serious potential, and I don't really know the exact terminology of sin stocks, but it looks like I would consider it a sin stock. And unfortunately, sin stocks are pretty popular, and some of them are beating the S&P. A lot of alcohol brands out there are doing really well. Entertainment is doing pretty well, so it's very interesting. And the other thing is this will increase to your diversity of your portfolio. So you're going to have a diverse portfolio. You got it. Unfortunately, I don't like to promote this, but you probably need some marijuana stocks as dividend stocks, and give it a shot. You got to basically have a very diverse portfolio. Rates, bonds, I probably will in about 10 or 15 years. When I'm 45, I'm 34. Maybe in my 40s, I'll start putting money in bonds and make my dividends reinvest over time. But you got to have some diversity, and I can almost guarantee that if things are going well with this stock, if a lot of exchange traded funds and mutual funds, this might be implemented in it just because it's doing so well. So might as well get it when it's hot because it could be some serious, could have some serious potential. I mean, it's $70. I mean, O's been around for a long time, and it's right around 80. This is a brand new stock, and it's just blown up. So just keep an eye on it. So here's Innovative Industrial Properties. Here's their website. You can search them on Google. It's innovativeproperties.com. They are the leading provider of real estate capital for the medical use of cannabis. So look at this. Cannabis is such in demand right now in Canada, the United States. People are trying to find the alternative pain meds or recreational medications. Now even there's some devices out there that they can breathalyze you and detect if you were smoking marijuana. So this is really popular, and this is just a very popular stock. And this is something that you really shouldn't pass up on. It is just, it's phenomenal. I cannot believe how phenomenal this REIT has done. And I did not hesitate to put this in my M1 Finance portfolio. So on their website, on innovativeproperties.com, here's their portfolio. They said our national portfolios comprised of specialized industrial greenhouse buildings, 100% leased to state licensed medical use cannabis growers. These facilities are mission critical for our operators, as well located in states with robust medical use regulatory environments. What I find interesting is, look at this region. I mean, California is one region, that the Mary Jane has always been popular in songs and rap groups and culture. But look at this. Look at the way this is growing. And just here's some states: Arizona, California, Colorado, go figure, in Colorado, Florida, Illinois, Maryland, Massachusetts. So it seems like a very diverse portfolio. And what surprises me over here is it's more northeastern United States. I cannot believe how much it has grown over here, or actually grown, and this rate has been implemented in this company. So they're very diverse. This is really nice for this type of region. I just see further expansion with these guys. And again, once the vaping kind of gets toned down a little bit, there's more regulations on vaping with marijuana and all that, and stuff isn't black market anymore, these guys are going to blow up again. They're very organized. That's another thing that I really like about these guys in this company, is they're very organized. They're very detailed. They give you the whole portfolio, which is really nice, and it's shown to you guys as potential investors and why you should invest in them. I was very sold on them. I'm very picky with some stocks, I'm not going to lie, and I'm really sold on this stock. I'm young, I'm 34, so I'm going to start putting it in I just put it in my M1 Finance account, and it is, I'm going to take a risk. I really like the way it looks. I want passive income, and by law they have to pay the investors X amount of money. So they are. Again, I'll say this one last time. I'm very impressed with their website. They show everybody who's involved, their team, and it's just the sky's the potential. I mean, that's just the tip of the iceberg. Ooh. Sorry about that. So here's the thing. It's been 1 year. I'm just going to do a 1 year example versus the S&P. It's up 68%. This is right around 69.5 US dollars. I did a screenshot of it. So this, expect it to grow. I really see a lot of growth. I mean, look at how high it was before, and then it went down because of the vaping, and this is why I threw it in my M1 Finance portfolio, and I didn't look back. There's some serious growth potential with this stock. This reminds me kind of like except it's a marijuana stock and a marijuana rate, and there's just a lot of potential with these guys. That's what I get for working out legs. And the S&P, everybody wants to beat the S&P, and so far these guys are beating them. The S&P is like the Alabama of college football, or the Alabama of the stock market. Everybody compares themselves. Everybody wants to beat them. So another thing that I mentioned is get it when it's low. It's low right now. Okay. If you throw money in it, there's some serious potential. Of course, there's a risk for any stock, but again, this is a REIT, and all they're doing is growing marijuana, well, they're not growing it. They're having people pay rent and for the properties, and they have to pay us back as investors. So, oh my gosh, can't believe how many times I'm yawning. So this is something, again, that it's just going to grow. I mean, look at how fast this blew up. And even when it started getting up. And more places will be growing marijuana, so they could probably expand and easily expand to other states and other areas. I mean, if you look at the way they've expanded and how big they are, it's very impressive. I really like the way that O has a diverse kind of portfolio, and it's just a REIT. I mean, it's like a mutual fund but it's a REIT. So that's what I really like about it. And I am just really excited to see how this company grows and blossoms. So it's just, fortunately, the Mary Jane is a popular thing out there. People decide to smoke weed. It's unfortunately, people love it. People, even in my apartment complex, I can smell people smoking the Mary J every once in a while. It is very prevalent. It's very in demand. Unfortunately, people that are buying marijuana black market, sometimes it is laced with fentanyl, which is a big problem. So with companies selling controlled marijuana to consumers that are actually regulated, people will know, or customers will know, that it is not laced with fentanyl or other drugs or anything. So that will help with the safety of the medication, the safety of the cannabis being distributed. So these guys are basically helping out with the growing and distribution of marijuana in a safe way. And, obviously they have to do it in a safe and regulated way so that, it is not done illegal. So here's their dividend history. 2006, 28, 2017, it was 15 cents a share. Then it started getting up, and it started getting up, and then it started getting up. And then here's a special dividend that they offered, 45 cents a share, and then 78 cents a share. So it's just going to grow over time, and it is there's just a lot of potential. So here's a special dividend. Here is the quarterly dividend. So it's a quarterly dividend stock. A lot of us as investors, dividend investors, or I like to call it the dividend warriors, we like stocks that give off monthly or quarterly dividends. These guys are a REIT. These guys give off quarterly dividends, and they have serious potential. So honestly, what is holding you back from not putting money in? Now would be the time, because the price per share is down versus what it was before. So that's what I'm trying to emphasize, is there's opportunities and some serious growth potential for this. So here's my M1 Finance portfolio. Actually, I might rename it to the Munchies, because I have MJ Stock, I have Conaga Brands, and the Kraft Heinz Group, and I have Innovative Industrial Properties. I just sold, I just got removed Regionals Financial Corporation. I sold, I don't know why I did this again, but I bought Capitella Finance just because of the dividend it gave off, and I'm just like, no. You know what? I need to put my money in stocks that are just going to grow. So that, I think it's what, $250, something like that, of Capitella Finance. I'm just going to just buy Regionals Financial Corporation for that. So I changed IIPR to be about 38% because it's going to grow, and then Conagra Brands 25 and 25. And then MJ, I just put it at 12%. MJ is a little bit down, but there is serious potential once the cannabis stocks and the marijuana stocks start getting better. So why not? I'm throwing about $40 a month into each one, and this will grow over time. I probably need to put a little bit more money in just to get this going a little bit better and faster, but hey, this is my portfolio. I'm going to take a risk on it. Everyone's goal is to make money and have passive income. So I'm hoping in 15, 20 years I can flip it and make some passive income, and I can crack and joke about MJ and IIPR about how effective they are. Oh God. So in summary, this is a REIT. REITs give great dividends. This is passive income. This is serious growth. This is a cannabis REIT, and this is a quarterly stock. So again, it's a risk. It is a major risk, but I think that there is a lot of potential for this, and you guys should probably consider this in your portfolio. I wouldn't make an investment on something if I didn't think there was a lot of potential, and I would never lead you guys astray if I thought it was just a joke stock. So make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know what you think of this video. I know I accidentally did click off a few times, and I'm a little tired from working out legs, but I apologize on that part. My next lecture next week, for a lot of you guys that are millennials, it's actually going to be about an hour long, about the millennial generation and what we experienced and what I experienced and how it changed my mind and opened up my mind to invest in dividend stocks, and how I think now, and how I'm conservative, and how my mentality has changed, and how I really don't take anything for granted, or there's just so many things that have changed since I changed careers and the recession hit when I graduated in 2008. So that's going to be a long video, but this is one that you might check out. It's really, I'd like to tell you my story and why I think that dividend stocks are important, and why people should use dividend stocks as a retirement pension. I have a rich uncle's rate, rich uncle's bricks rate that is actually could pay for my utilities for my electric this month, but I would decide to reinvest it. But since people have put so much money in them, they have to distribute the dividends instead of allowing us to reinvest, which I'm sure when they buy off another building, they'll let us use the DRIP program. So again, thank you for watching this video, and you guys have a good one.